So execution time. What
Yeah.
now? Yeah, like, the last chapter we didn't. There wasn't anyone like it wasn't the killer wasn't anyone we knew as far as we knew. So like, what the hell happens now? At last, Downtown confesses to the murder of Mystic Detective. Without a hint of hesitation, she continues on, bubbly as ever. Well, what are you going to do now? I'm the killer, so how do you want to handle this? Tie me up with a rope or something? Oh, and by the way, Incompetent was right. That poison manicure is kind of my signature method. So leaving my hands free? Bad idea. Oh, I know. If you want, I can give you guys a little tutorial on how I work with poison.
Quit jerking us around.
Rowdy lunges toward Downtown, her hand clenched tight. Rowdy. I grab her hand quickly, narrowly intercepting the blow. Had I been ever a second later, Rowdy's fist would have pummeled Downtown.
Don't stop me, pal. She murdered old man Mystic. Damn piece of trash.
Downtown could still be armed with poison. I understand how you feel, but provoking her is dangerous. We need to keep calm and listen to what she has to say.
Fine. Sorry I got so heated, boss.
Downtown, I heard from Workaholic. Your best friend was murdered by the quartering Duke, right? Does that have something to do with all this? Are you really working for the Duke now? You still have that much faith in me, huh? Man, what a bleeding heart. You remind me of Miyuki when she was alive. Too nice to others. Super wimpy, yet stubbornly persistent. What a total patsy for believing in a loser like me. Downtown? Downtown laughs in a deep, unfamiliar tone, a smirk pulling at the corner of her lips. It's as if her usual bubbly persona had been mired in darkness, steadily sinking deeper and deeper into the murky depths. It's true my friend died because of the Duke, but I don't resent him. On God, I'm actually kind of thankful. She was like always such a pain in the ass. Having her die was a huge load off. I was so over being her crutch all the time. Anyways, after that, I accepted the Duke's offer and started killing people. It's way more fun than being a detective. I'm like addicted.
Oh, Jesus.
Addicted? What are you saying? What kind of reasoning is that? Yeah, we all get it, okay? I'm the worst in all that. Murder is bad. Life isn't a toy. You can't take your own life. I've heard it all before. What about the people out there who live to kill? There isn't a soul in the world who's like that. Yeah, there is. You're looking at her. Ever since I was born, I've never felt alive. The quiet made me anxious, so I always had to be chatting. But anxiety never went away. But then when someone died right in front of me, I was like, oh my god, what a rush. For the first time ever, I wasn't suffocating.
She reminds me of, crap, I forget her name, but from, Danganronpa.
What, you're talking about Junko?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, gets off on, seeing chaos and, death.
Chaos, yep. Yep, definitely. I definitely get that. Piling up those bodies in the research facility, now that was awesome. Like, I was legit feeling it. Oh, so she did kill all those people. What?
A young girl like you, killing so many, it just isn't possible.
You seriously underestimate high schoolers, Gramps? I saw my chance, slipped a poison vase in the facility, and boom. One tiny move and voila, I was conducting a whole symphony of screams. I was like breathing for the first time in forever.
How could you laugh over something so horrid? Doesn't it tear at your heart?
I mean, when I killed them, my heart definitely did some flips. I've never bumped off that many people at once, obvi. But real talk, it's not about quantity. They're just randos. I only have one person in the whole world I want to protect, so screw everyone else. Even my pals at the research facility, even Mystic, and I liked the guy. She speaks as if she's having the time of her life. That unsettling smile, that bubbly voice, it's impossible to think it's all just a facade. I wish I could believe that it was, but here she is, amiable as ever, the same downtown I've always known. As much as I'd prefer otherwise, I can't avert my eyes from the true nature of the girl before me. Then, why? I can't help but utter the question I desperately needed to know the answer to. Why did you comfort me while I was down? You're the culprit, yet you were still there for me. For the past 3 days, you've been happily helping us the entire time. You even helped us on the case, which I don't know if that's like a plot hole or like the narrative not supporting the gameplay, but that's a thing that happened.
I don't know. You were trying to help us solve the case, in which you were the culprit. You
Yeah,
were trying to help us.
she literally helped me solve the final piece of evidence that finished the case. If I truly remind you of this friend you hated, that just makes it even harder for me to believe you would do any of this. How much of it was an act? Tell me the truth. Downtown remained silent. After a long pause, she lets out a sigh. You dope. I'm just random like that. That's the dumbest. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, sometimes
Just
I
random
just
like
like to be all random and quirky and murder people, you know?
What the actual fuck?
I'll be straight. If you hadn't figured out the nail thing, I would have totally gotten off scot-free. Guess I wanted to give you a little boost. Wait, did you think I was crushing on you? Sorry to be a buzzkill, dude, but Little Miss Popular was your enemy all along. Surprise!
Enough of this balderdash. Explain why it is you killed Mr. Detective this instant. Over 10 members remain, so why choose him over your? Why choose him as your sole target?
My motivation was pretty simple. He already did his job. That's all.
Did his job, you say?
TBH, I was actually curious about the hidden passage myself. The whole flower vase thing was just a light to fire under just to light a fire under your asses. I mean, if someone had died from that, it would have been whatevs. But you know. But Mystic was killed before he could reveal anything to us. Looks like your scheme failed. What a bummer. But you know what? Mystic actually did tell me. Right before I left the trap room. I'm the only one he told even. So yeah, after that, he wasn't useful anymore. All his hard work sure paid off. For the other side, that is. Downtown detective. Stay calm, Bookworm. I try to talk down Bookworm, who looks ready to leap at Downtown's throat. I can't believe Downtown got Mystic to tell her the location of the hidden passage. It must have been during the hug right before she fled. The cameras don't pick up sound, plus there was a blind spot. We'd been played all this time. Ransacking the fridge and starving you, poisoning, locking you in the trap room, there were tons of ways to go about it. So many ways to kill you guys, just like how the Duke killed Senior, and me with the staff. You're only still kicking because it suited us. Get it now? The Duke has all you goody-goody losers dancing in the palm of his hand. Everyone goes quiet. All along, the enemy's goal was to find that hidden passageway. No wonder their focus wasn't on killing us. That was never their intention to begin with. I berate myself with every fiber of my being for not noticing sooner.
So you know the location of the passage, then. That simplifies things a bit. We'll get the intel out of you one way or another. Don't expect any mercy from us, Downtown Detective.
Hey, that was pretty badass for a boring old fart like you. It was just, if I was just some dumb blonde, I'd totally be falling for you. Little late in the game for that, though. As she speaks, Downtown reaches into her sleeve and some kind of liquid splashes onto the floor. Within seconds, white steam begins rising from the ground. A chemical reaction? Everyone run! Downtown just created a poisonous gas. So true, Techie. You're totally right. If you don't dip, you're screwed, you know. Of course, the clock's ticking down anyway, unless you manage to find that passage. Don't breathe it in, guys. A single breath could have serious long-term effects.
Gotta hurry and get out of here right now! The gas will fill the room in no time if we stay put. Alonsi, I shall be your leader.
I don't know.
Alonsi? I don't get that.
I'm guessing it's some, like, old English thing. I don't know. Posh rushes out of the room, blazing the path forward, as I attempt to follow her. I hear a certain someone's voice echoing through in my head.
Think nothing of it. It is, after all, human nature to protect your companions, is it not? But remember this, the trepidation within the hearts of man often obscures the facts. I, too, was once imprisoned by it, committing a grave error as a result. Thus, I do now hone my knowledge so as to better face the supernatural and occult. For every deadlock, there is a ray of hope to be found. It is vital that a detective have the will to defy fear and pursue the truth.
Don't panic now. This is a vital moment for us to discover the truth. I mumble as if trying to convince myself. Shouldn't you be running? Your toast gonna die, dude. You're making too much of a show about trying to kill us. It's more like what you actually want is to empty the room. The hidden passageway may be our only means of escape. If you're trying to force us out of this room, that could only mean... Nah, okay. What am I even saying? I need to stay calm and think clearly. Man... This room has a mechanism to open it. It's obvious given how focused Mystic was about searching here. Wow, nice imagination, dude. So, how can you get to the passageway from here, huh? Go on, tell me. I don't think it's hidden in this room, actually. Mystic dashed us together in the living room, not here in the trap room. There must have been a reason for that. This. If he found the mechanism here, but asked everyone together elsewhere, there could be only one explanation. The trap room's mechanism opens a hidden passageway in... It must be in the living room. The mechanism in the trap room opens a passageway there. As for the mechanism itself, there is also just one possibility. The hidden passage is only revealed when... The trap is active?
I think so.
It's all dependent on the trap itself. The passage is designed to only be revealed when the spikes are activated. That's why you made us run. The living room is the last place any of us would flee to. If everyone cleared out, no one would be able to find the passage. Your last-ditch effort was all just another manipulative performance. Or am I mistaken, Downtown? Bingo. Nice job seeing through all that, my dude. For real, you've grown a ton the last couple of days. I really shouldn't have helped you. That was like a huge mistake on my part. With a carefree smile, Downtown laughs. As we speak, the room continues to fill with gas. I'm feeling dizzy. I may have already inhaled some of it. There really isn't any time to spare. Whatever. For now, let's get to the hidden passage. Downtown, you don't plan on dying here, do you? Whoa, back up, dude. Back up. Don't talk like you know me. I don't know your end goal, but I know you have a reason for causing these tragedies. You supported me when we lost home, so now let me return the favor. Let's get out of here together, downtown. I don't know if that's a good call.
It is kind of weird to not see any remorse. Because I don't know, it's like I always had, like, I kind of assumed that if we catch the killer, it'd be like, oh, the quartering duke either made me do it, or like there'd be some kind of like other underlying reason, not just because I felt like it.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
there'd be some
This is one of
sense.
those cases where they're like, oh, I want to murder people,
Yeah. Oh,
which
I'm
is why
getting a
it's
call. I'll be back very shortly. Gotta see if
okay.
it's important.
Yeah, it's fine. I was gonna say I'll just say it to the say to the audience. Yeah, no, I think the thing about that I think the interesting thing is if there was remorse, this line here would make more sense, or what Compton's trying to do here, but there isn't. So I don't really think you should take her with you, but I don't know. Jeez, you really are just like her, huh? Ugh. Oh, so this vision comes true. Downtown covers her mouth and coughs from behind her hand. Blood begins to drip. Downtown? Quick, we need to go fast. I reach out, but the poisonous cloud surrounding her has already gotten too thick to approach. She'll die if we don't do anything soon. Dummy. This gas will totally wreck you if you breathe it in. You're screwed if it even touches your skin, dude. This has gotta be karma or whatever. Fitting end for a killer, though, huh? Quit screwing around, downtown. Come away, good lady, we beseech you. Yeah. I don't know why anyone's still fighting this. Armor, Rowdy. I thought the two had gone ahead, but here they are next to me, calling to downtown with all their might. You messed up real bad, so don't think you're off the hook yet. But even still, you think you can get out of this by dying? That won't solve a damn thing, you stooge. Here, here, Lady Rowdy. Perhaps good Sir Techie could concoct us a healing elixir. Now, over hither, post haste. I don't think so. Listen to them, downtown. You don't know for certain that you'll die. Don't give up on living. You've got to fight until the end. Come on, hurry. Dude, incompetent? For the first time, utter confusion shows through downtown's carefree facade. What the hell, man? I literally betrayed you, hurt you, killed your friends. Why won't you give up on me? Why are you still trying to help me? There's no use blaming anyone right now. No use blaming anyone. Right now, what you need is to think about where to go from here. That's the same thing you told me, downtown. Back when I was getting down on myself. We can discuss your crimes later. If we're going to work through this together, you need to come over here. Now. Downtown cackles fitfully. The tone of her laughter is shifted, utterly devoid of its former sweetness, almost as if she's mocking herself. You're such a bleeding heart. Like, legit, it makes me want to cry. Downtown? Blood streams from her eyes now. Like tears, it runs down her cheeks. You poor, sweet summer children. This is all a total walk in the park for me. You're no match for the complete whack job you're up against. But still, you tried, so here's a little hint. The Duke is the reason my friend died, and me killing Mystic and the folks on this island, it's like all connected. Senior Detective died because of the Duke. I killed Mystic, and now I'm gonna die too. Not because of anyone else, but out of my own free will. Just chew on that for a sec. What do those words really mean? What are you saying? You can't give up on living. If anyone tries to hurt you... If anyone tries to hurt you, I'll protect you, so please, get over here now. It's super annoying to the very end. Jeez. Still, it was kind of like meeting her again, so I guess I'm not too pressed about this. I know I should stay in my lane and all, but you make it out alive, okay, dude? Dying is way scarier than I thought it'd be. Sir Incompetent, step no closer, lest you place your life in grave peril. Armor stops me as I attempt to run to downtown, who's now collapsed on the ground. It's obvious that I'm too late. It doesn't matter if I run to her now. I won't be able to save her. But still, I can't bear leaving her in this room by herself. We got a bucket, bub. What? Rowdy grabs me by the scruff and hauls me toward the exit by force. But, Rowdy, why? We can't just leave downtown like that. You've got ears, don't you? She told you to survive, bucko. Everything else might have been a lie, but I reckon she meant that one. You brought out the real downtown for just a sec there. So keep on living for her sake, too. Sure, she won't get to think about where to go from here, but we can pick up where she left off. Kill everybody. Yeah, thanks, Rowdy. With that, we leave the trap room. Just as I deduced earlier, the door begins to shut the moment I let go of it. By my fay, how vexing. We must push the door shut betime, lest the gas escape. You got a bigger problem, bub. Where's that stinking passage? If we go downstairs, won't the gas spread and kill us anyways? Oh, right. Oh, right, the passageway. As I watch the door shut, I suddenly recall the whereabouts of the hidden passage. I hypothesized that it would open up in the living room, but only while the trap was active, which means closing this door. You two, to the first floor now. Halt, Sir Incompetent. We have yet to shut the door. We don't need to. In fact, we don't want to. Just let it close by itself. What do you mean? The gas will leak out. It's fine. Even if it did, it wouldn't matter. So I already know where to find the hidden passage. Unbelievable. I told you to get out of there, stat. Do you know how involved the poison contamination process is? Sorry. I quickly gather everyone in the living room where we use Squeaky Cleanie, a spraying friend Techie made to sanitize ourselves. The fact that Techie even had decontamination equipment is a testament to his reliability. Well, Incompetent, why did you usher us all to the living room? As I said before, we have no other choice but to flee outdoors. This manor is sorely lacking in proper ventilation. If we continue to dilly-dally like this, the poison will. Lord have mercy on us all.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, nice.
True mercy.
This is my line.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I took all your lines, to be fair, because you weren't there. But this one's mine.
Yeah, something funny happened. I'll tell you about it later.
Oh, yeah, sure. True mercy would be to send you straight to him in person, the girl snapped back. A number of the detectives shoot frustrated looks at me. I can hardly blame them. It would be one thing for Holmes to do this, but I'm the lowest ranked detective here. Not to mention, I've gathered everybody in one spot while toxic gas is threatening to kill us. They're bound to have an ocean of complaints. But I can't just let the conversation stop here. Sorry, I didn't explain things, but you'll understand in a bit. See, the secret passage is hidden right here in the living room.
What?
There we go.
I beg your pardon?
Though we made a thorough search of this room, only to discover nothing, the girl argued dubiously. Right, that's to be expected. After all, the passage is temporary. It only opens for a limited period of time. The girl tilts her head in confusion, a question mark hovering above her.
Quit putting on airs and tell us how it works. The patience of the prestigious ought not to be tested.
The secret is that the passageway is only available when the trap in the room above us is active. I don't know where it'll appear though, so keep your eyes peeled.
I found it. Incompetent. It's opening up in the fireplace.
I look to where Dolphin is pointing and see that the hearth of the fireplace has shifted, revealing a path that leads underground.
Attaboy, Doleful. Let's head down.
I smell no trace of people. No one has used this passage in a very long time. I see. It's not hard to fathom a mechanism that opens this in tandem with the trap room upstairs. I'm so sorry I didn't notice. Workaholic and I were even here when Mystic died. Only the floor of the fireplace moves, and it doesn't make a sound. It's no wonder you didn't realize. It's only apparent once you've realized the possibility that the mechanism could have an interconnected function. How very elegant. Yeah, it's incredible. I'm sure that the self-closing door is part of its design too. If it shut right away, we'd have no time to reach the living room. But since it's delayed, we were able to notice the changes and spot the passage. Oy day, such considerance went into this contraption. And to think you were able to comprehend such an unwanted mechanism. So incompetent you astound me. If Mystic hadn't noticed and left us a clue, there's no way I would have figured it out. We owe it all to him. He came to our rescue once again. Trembling, Bookworm gently places her hand in mine. Squeeze it silently. Mystic was killed for figuring out how to uncover the hidden passage, but the information he left behind saved us all. Mystic was able to protect others until the end, like a true detective.
Get the lead out. We don't know when this thing will close. I'll lead the way. Wait, Rowdy. There could be traps like the other passageway.
One by one, the detectives enter the passage to the fireplace. Rowdy and Doleful in the lead. Only Bookworm, Armor, and I remain. Let's go together, Bookworm. She nods silently as I grip her hand, and we head to the passage as a pair. Armor, however, doesn't move with us. My apologies, I just recalled a minor task I must fulfill. The task? There's no time. We need to go through here as soon as possible. Fear not, I know wherein the passage lies now. I shall force the way open if I must. Wait! Armor dashes out of the room. What could he possibly have to do at a time like this? He'll be fine. He's remarkably durable after all. Let's prop open the entrance and head out, suggested the girl, urging them to move on. Right. Sounds good. We move again toward the passageway. There's a ladder within that we can use to climb down. With Bookworm as my guide, and I head down the ladder first. I move one rung at a time into the gloom. It's too dark to see, and as I proceed, Downtown's dying face flashes in my mind. If I was a better detective, maybe I could have saved her. Downtown died smiling without ever revealing her true self. She cheered me up when I was down, she showed pure rage against the quartering Duke, and she mocked her fellow detectives. Then, right before her death, she told me to make it out of here alive. I wonder if that had been the real Downtown. Never learned what issues she was dealing with, why she joined forces with the quartering Duke, or her true thoughts about her friend. My inadequacies leave me utterly disappointed in myself.
If figuring everything out were that simple, Watto, all of us detectives would be out of a job.
No, I forgot you were here. Holmes appears right next to me in the darkness.
Your ability saved the Detective Alliance from being poisoned by Downtown. You prevented the tragedy that was set to occur with finesse. Give yourself some credit, Watto. I'm the only.
Whoops. Oh, hold on. What's the button? Nope, nope, not that button. Oh my god, controls. There's a. Okay, hold on. I actually need to look at the controls now because it's been so long. I actually forgot which one is the text log. It's okay. It's X. So we're gonna have to go back a bit. He says there's no being poison. Oh yeah, it was here.
Okay, give yourself some credit, Watto. I'm the only one who knows how many lives you saved.
But I couldn't save downtown. If my denouement had gone off, and yes, that's how that's pronounced. So I don't know why we never looked it up, but it happened to show up in another game I was playing. So I did look it up then, while we were really wrong.
Oh my.
If my denouement had gone off, I could have prevented her suicide by poison, only I was able to use it then. I'm certain. Oh, this is you. Okay.
I'm certain you will come to know this in time, but no matter how clearly you can see the future, some people simply can't be saved. Especially with that crazy bitch.
Yeah.
Predicting spontaneous events like her suicide is especially daunting. Maybe extreme, but people can end their lives at any time or place.
I mean, Shulk probably could do it, but he's in another league. So ultimately, there was no saving downtown. I let out a heavy sigh at the overwhelming cruelty of reality. Once again, I made keenly aware of how this ability I gained from Holmes is far from infallible. Oh, okay, and here we are.
But Downtown didn't just die. She died while giving you a hint about the quartering Duke, so that you might survive. I'm confident that the Duke himself did not anticipate that either. This will no doubt be a crucial clue to unraveling this mystery. So pat yourself on the back, Watto. In the end, you were still able to save Downtown's heart.
Thank you, Holmes. The ladder ends at an all too familiar underground passage. The other detectives kept moving. I hear their voices up ahead. After hesitating for a while, Bookworm timidly descends the ladder. I'm glad you made it down safely, Bookworm. Now, come on, let's go. There is no need for you to wait. Are you sure? Your concern is superfluous. Say nothing of how much you fretted over Downtown Detective and everyone else, said the girl, making a face. Bookworm puffs her cheeks, annoyed. Did I do something wrong? I feel bad, but no matter how angry she gets, I still would have waited for her. The answer why is clear. Sorry, Bookworm, it's just... I want to be near others whenever I can, working with them, helping them out. After all, I'm an incompetent detective. I can't do much of anything on my own. Downtown was the one who gave me this name. I'm going to stick to it. Even if I can't do anything on my own, if I'm with someone else, I can show my worth. I have faith that I can be a detective like Downtown. One who murders people. Yep, and I screwed up at the end. So I didn't get the full points, but whatever.
Yeah, you suck. You're terrible.
I know. Even though I literally already knew who it was, but whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.